Orange County Deputy District Attorney Kelly Ernby has died of complications from COVID-19. She was a vocal critic of vaccine and mask orders. KCAL9's Sarah Donchie got reaction from Orange County District Attorney Todd Spitzer.
I'm Kelly Ernby. I'm running for the State Assembly in the 74th District.
Kelly Ernby, a rising star in the Orange County Republican Party and Deputy District Attorney in Orange County, has died after contracting COVID-19.
Just a phenomenal prosecutor and a great, great friend.
She worked as part of the Orange County District Attorney's Environmental Protection Team, prosecuting those accused of polluting the environment. Orange County District Attorney Todd Spitzer said Ernby had been out of work for several days and that his office was shocked to learn the news of her death.
There were literally people who took a knee to the floor. I mean, it was like they were sucker punched.
So today we're walking in Huntington Beach where I live. We're knocking on doors, meeting the voters.
Ernby ran for an Orange County State Assembly seat in 2020, earning key endorsements from her party, but ultimately losing to the incumbent. She instead worked with the Orange County GOP as a committee member. The organization remembered her in a statement Tuesday that said in part, "The Republican Party of Orange County is greater because of Kelly Ernby, and her passing leaves a giant void for all of Orange County. While Kelly is no longer with us, her fighting spirit will live on through our entire OC GOP family." Ernby had been a vocal critic of COVID-19 vaccine mandates and restrictions during the pandemic. It was unclear if she was vaccinated herself. Her colleagues said Tuesday they were frustrated by what they described as cruel responses to her death being posted online.
I don't know, quite frankly, whether she was vaccinated or not. Quite frankly, it's none of my business. But I can just tell you this. Some of the comments and dialogue on my county webpage regarding Kelly have been just cruel.
Ernby was 46 years old and is survived by her husband.
She was outspoken about a lot of issues, including vaccinations, but none of that takes away from the beautiful person she was.
The Orange County GOP says they have yet to receive details about services and that they want to respect the family's privacy. I'm Sarah Donchie, KCAL9 News.
And now, here at
Well, the long lines continue at COVID testing sites. Many people waited hours just to get swabbed. KCAL9's Orange County reporter Michelle Geely is live at a testing facility in Costa Mesa. Michelle, we've seen these testing facilities all over Los Angeles, Southern California.
And the lines seem to get longer and longer, Chris. There is just about an hour left until it's closing time at the testing site behind me here. That is at the Orange County Fairgrounds. It is one of many, many places, as you indicated, where people are flocking to get tested. The wait for COVID testing outside of Lake Forest City Hall was at least 2 hours this morning. The line snaked through the parking lot and wrapped around the front of the building.
Was very surprised, but thought it would go quickly, but it went pretty slow.
Jane Byer had an appointment. She wants to be sure she's COVID-free after having cold symptoms last week.
I was going to have lunch with my elderly parents this week, and I'm not sure if I had the flu last week, just mild symptoms, but I just wanted to make sure. And also I had a couple other gatherings, and I just wanted to make sure I wouldn't expose anybody.
As Omicron cases are soaring, so is the demand for testing.
Well, we have a lot of cases at my work. I work at retail, major retail brand, and I just want to be on the safe side. I don't have any symptoms, but I had the day off. I thought I might as well come in.
Across the Southland, our chopper flew over several testing sites this morning and found cars filled with people waiting for their swabs. In Boyle Heights at White Memorial Hospital, a white tent was the staging area. Meanwhile, at Dodger Stadium, cars stacked up in a long line, and a serpentine of cars wound around the top level of the parking structure at Kaiser Permanente in Baldwin Park, where more COVID testing was available. At lunchtime, for nearly a mile along the Palma Avenue in Anaheim, patients waited outside of this Kaiser facility to get to the drive-through testing. And at Orange Coast College in Costa Mesa, boxes of free home tests are being handed out. People can request to have them mailed to their homes.
we want to make sure that people don't go to work sick.
They don't go to school sick. School is starting back up.
Dr. Margaret Bredehoff says supplies are low nationally for rapid tests, but if you plan ahead, PCR tests are available with results in 1 to 2 days.
Nationally, there's a shortage, and if you need to have those instant results, then unfortunately it does come at a cost.
And that cost can run as high as $150 to $200. Now, here's what you need to know. If you want one of those free at-home test kits mailed to you where the results will come in within a day or two, this is specifically now for Orange County residents, you must live in this county or you must work here. And again, you can go to the Orange County Healthcare Agency website for all of the details on that. Looking behind me here at this testing site, it is open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5, so it's about to close, but will of course reopen tomorrow morning. That's the latest live outside of the Orange County Fairgrounds. I'm Michelle Gili. Back to you.
Unbelievable lines, Michelle. All right, thank you for that.
And some sad news this morning. Orange County Deputy District Attorney Kelly Ernby has died from COVID-19 complications. Ernby was a vocal critic of vaccine mandates. The 46-year-old ran for state assembly in 2020 as a Republican and was gearing up for another run this year. The Orange County District Attorney's Office is utterly heartbroken by the sudden and unexpected passing of Deputy District Attorney Kelly Ernby, that according to the District Attorney's Office.
Orange County Deputy District Attorney has died of COVID-19 complications. 46-year-old Kelly Ernby specialized in environmental and consumer law. She joined the OC District Attorney's Office back in 2011, and she was planning on running again for the Assembly after a failed attempt back in 2020. She was expected to announce her candidacy in the June primary this week for the 74th Assembly District.
We do not yet know the official cause of death for Kelly Ernby, but friends of hers say that she died of COVID complications.
We do know she was outspoken against California's vaccine mandates. Eyewitness News reporter Cristian Cordero has the story.
We're knocking on doors, meeting the voters.
At 46 years old, Kelly Ernby was a wife, a political activist, and an Orange County prosecutor. This video was from her 2020 race to join the state assembly.
Kelly was so sharp, so smart, so passionate, but aggressive.
She reportedly died of COVID-19 complications this week, complicated too by her adamant stance against vaccine mandates since before the pandemic and as recently as last month. In 2019, Ernby saw mandates as a compromise to freedom.
It's not about being anti-vaccine. It's about being the choice to choose, and not all vaccines are the same.
Ernby didn't publicize whether she was vaccinated. District Attorney Todd Spitzer told us he doesn't know either. Since her death, colleagues in Orange County have used phrases that range from heartbroken to sad to shocked. Spitzer told us it has initiated some conversation in his circles.
And their question to me is, how can we get people to be more proactive about getting their vaccinations, especially in light of Kelly's death?
After all, he, like others, remembers her differently. Her legacy to them is that of public service and passion.
Does it bother you, Todd, that part of her legacy will inevitably be the stance that she took against vaccines and the way that she died?
The comments on social media, people have been texting me just utterly disgusted by some of the comments about her and her life decisions, almost as if she deserved her fate because she took a particular position. People make decisions, and obviously with their health, they have to, suffer those consequences. But that should not be her legacy at all.
The Republican Party of Orange County says it too is mourning. Ernby lived in Huntington Beach.
We're all American girls, and we love the life.